Hey guys, so I guess someone put in our ask a request for a more in-depth, I guess, description of the paperwork involved when getting married. I guess through a courthouse and how the enrollment process goes, how you get recognized as a dependent, and all that good stuff. So, step one, like I said, you go to your county clerk's office or the county clerk's office and you fill out an application for a marriage license, which really isn't an application. It's a piece of paper. Ours is probably about this big, and it just asked your name, your last name, your address, um, just general questions such as that. You hand it back in, then you wait, and they'll call you over to a secretary with a computer, and that's when you start filling out the actual marriage license form. It's one at a time. They'll ask each of you questions. Again, your name, your address, where are your parents from, uh, where they're living now. Have you ever been married before? Are you guys related? So you fill all that out for the actual license, and then they'll have you take an oath that everything you said was the truth. That's also when you pay for the copies of your marriage certificates. So you do all that at the county clerk's office. That's all the paperwork you have to fill out in order to get married. When you do go to the actual courthouse to get married, you bring with you your license. Yes, you bring with you your license, or we just brought, because at the clerk's office they gave us a folder of a bunch of stuff, so we just brought the folder. But you just bring with you the license. You give it to the judge, and you go through your whole marriage ceremony. Afterwards, they'll give you a signed copy of the certificate. You can either choose to have your certificate mailed to your address, or what we and Simon did is we went and picked up their certificate. I think it was that Monday or Tuesday is when we picked ours up. Then I left, so I didn't do anything after that. Simon, however, went to his, I forget where he went. He went on base, and he took care of uh, making me a dependent. So what he needed for that was he filled out paperwork. He brought a copy of the certificate, which I would suggest making 3 copies, like I said, one for yourself, and then one because the Navy will need it, or whatever military branch will need it, and then the other just as a backup. So that's how I became his dependent. I didn't have to do anything. I do not yet have my ID card because I haven't been back there since then. But basically, for your ID card or to be enrolled in DEERS, you have to fill out the application for identification card / DEERS enrollment. Um, there's actually a form. I'm not sure if you can Google it. I have the form saved on my computer, but it won't let me link it to you. You fill out that form, then you're going to bring your marriage certificate and copy or forms of identification to your nearest ID office. If you're at a larger base, I would suggest making an appointment because they do get busier. But basically, you just go in and show them your license or your certificate, your ID, in the filled out form, and you should leave that day after some more paperwork with your ID card. Um, I don't think there's really anything I'm forgetting. The paperwork process thus far hasn't been too complicated or too much on my end, at least. If you guys want, I can ask Simon tonight what he's had to do on his end. So if you'd like to see that or want to know about what he's kind of had to do, let me know and I can tell you about that later on. I hope this was somewhat helpful. If you still have questions, seriously, be free to ask me. I tend to forget things, so I'm sure there's something I left out, or even if I didn't, you just want to know something else, let me know. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!